Welcome to Times Now. I have with me Mayor Sam Joshi, the youngest and the first South Asian mayor of Edison in New York State. Mayor Sam Joshi, welcome to Times Now. My first question to you is that Prime Minister Modi is coming to the US next week. What kind of preparations are underway?
Thank you for the introduction. It's really exciting that the Prime Minister is coming to the United States. It's a great honor, and he will be landing in New York, and then after that he's going to the United Nations, and after that he will be in Washington, D.C. to address the U.S. Capitol.
That's right. But there is a lot of enthusiasm amongst the diaspora, even the people who I have talked to, the organizers. There seemed to be this upbeat sentiment, and there are a lot of preparations underway from Unity March to the diaspora events. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. There's definitely, look, New Jersey, New York, particularly Edison. Edison has one of the largest South Asian populations throughout the entire United States of America. By percentage, we are the highest. And people are excited about the Prime Minister coming. I think it is more so about a sense of pride that the Prime Minister will be able to address the United States in a very formal capacity, the most formal capacity. And I think that is, it's a sense of pride, it's a sense of joy, and I'm glad that I will be a part of the event as well. I was invited by President Biden to welcome him at the White House.
So in terms of the diaspora events, how many people are you expecting, and what kind of preparations have been done by the town?
There's several events that are going to be preceding the events in DC, and there's a few different organizations that are participating in organizing these. There's several buses. Actually, there's well over a dozen buses of folks that are going from New York, New Jersey to Washington, D.C. to celebrate. And I believe they're going to be leaving around midnight or 1 a.m. and they're going to be driving down to Washington, D.C. So there is quite a bit of excitement. And quite frankly, if the attendee list could be longer, it would be.
That's really true. That's the sense that we are also getting from our conversations with various members of the diaspora. You also mentioned that you've been invited by the Biden administration here at the White House. What is the expectation from those interactions at the White House? Do you have a sense of that?
To be honest, I was excited to receive the invitation by President and Dr. Biden, the First Lady, and it's a moment of pride. It's a sense of pride for the entire community, and we're happy to receive him there. Otherwise I would not be doing it had it not been for the invitation of the president. And like I said, it's a sense of pride for the whole community. We're really excited to have him here.
Well, you've been the first and the youngest South Asian to have ever been elected to this position of mayor. What do you think has changed over the years that led to your victory as the mayor?
I think people have begun to, there's a couple factors. One, in the 90s, we had the largest boom of population. We had the largest immigration growth from the South Asian countries and Asian countries as well. And during that time, a lot of them were not citizens. Now, the Asian population has become very well aware of all of their rights, and part of that is voting as well. So you have more of the Asian community participating in elections than ever before. That's a matter of fact. And my message was pretty simple. It was that I'm going to work to unite the entire community, irrespective of all backgrounds. And I think that resonated very well in Edison Township. And as I travel throughout the areas in the community, it's a message that I constantly work on, and I practice exactly what I preach. I want to make sure that everyone feels very welcome. So I am glad that this message is resonating, and it's encouraging because more people are participating in the electoral process. More people are voting than ever before. This past election cycle, what was called a non-election cycle, we had people registered to vote for the first time. We had people that were voting that never voted before.
What kind of role do you think Prime Minister Modi has played in uniting the diaspora in the United States?
It was, I think, because he brought on changes abroad, people were realizing that they can also see changes here as well. And that is where it connected. His influence is obviously vast.